Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. We just got ourselves geared up. This one's going to look a little bit different for us. We're going to stick with the theme of trying to fight new bosses that we've not killed in quite some time. The next one we're going after is Calvarion. So he's one of the wildy bosses out there. You guys can imagine it's a little bit dangerous to get there. It's a little bit dangerous to stay there. The fight is dangerous for the boss's strengths, his special attacks, the fact that any PKer could drop in and get us, so it should be a fun time. We're probably going to die today, so let's dive right in. You'll see here that in case I do die, I didn't want to lose all of my high tier stuff, so in terms of my setup here, we've just got some black d'hide, we've got the black d'hide body, black d'hide chaps, and then we've got our Barrow's gloves for the glove slot. We've got rune boots, we've got a ring of wealth, and then we've got a Falador shield. All of those things are fairly inexpensive, so if I die and lose them, not the biggest deal in the world. But then for my top 3 items, which I'll keep even if I get PK'd, we've got the Natiznat face guard, the Vigora's chain mace, and then I've also got my salve amulet. So hopefully we'll keep most of those things even if we go down in the wildy. I think we're going to like level 21 or something, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Alright, let's get it. I'm going to teleport out. I've got a Carolanger teleport. Not sure that I've used this before, but I think we just have to use this one and then walk a little bit to the northeast, and that's where the Calvarion lair is. For the most part, this guy's attacks aren't super crazy. You can kind of see on the floor map. Oh, there's somebody already fighting it. Oh, that guy just left. He probably thought we were going to PK him. Let's try to steal his kill then. Oh, actually we won't be able to because it's already in the enraged phase. So let's just hop out real quick. We're going to try to find a new world where there's a fresh boss that it hasn't already been knocked halfway down. And we'll try to fight that one instead. Please don't kill me if you're watching this and playing at the same time. Hopefully we can get a decent drop for the good of the stream here. Oh, there's another person. Let's get out of here. I don't think there's a way to peek into the lair before you actually walk into it. So it's going to be a guessing game as to whether anybody else is in here when we go down. Let's try this one. Looks like this one's all ours. Let's just do our thing here. Whenever you see those shadows and stuff on the floor, try to get away from them. That's where the special attacks are popping. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually luring this guy over to where the exit is. In case another player pops in and wants to PK us, I want to stay close to that door. So we're going to make a quick escape there. You can see at about half health, these 2 hellhounds spawn. We do have to kill both of them before we can progress the fight with Calvarion, so just took a quick second to take both of them down, and now we'll go back to fighting the big guy. As soon as you see those shadows on the floor, you want to try to run. Obviously I didn't quite make it there. And then for the lightning attack there, you need to get about 2 tiles away because they have a 3x3 tile hit ratio, or radius I should say. Okay. We got him into his enraged phase here. You can see he turned orange. It's all good. We're going to keep doing the exact same strategy. And then after this, this is his final phase, so hopefully he'll go down. The salve amulet that I'm wearing is critical for this one. Calvarion is defined as an undead boss, so having that salve amulet gives you special, I guess, weapon attack power when you're using the mace against him. Looks like you only spawned one hellhound this time. So we'll take that down. You can see as long as you stay away from the special attacks, it is possible to beat this guy without taking any damage. I think this is like the second time I've ever tried to fight him, so I'm not really the most proficient yet, but for those that have done it a lot, boom, there we go. It's not that bad. Well, I didn't really expect to win that one, so that's kind of cool that we did. And now he respawns here. If we get any crazy drops, we are going to teleport out, and then we'll throw that in the bank real quick. Just a reminder that you can get PK'd here. So, I don't know what he drops even, but if it's something worth billions, we're probably not just going to stand here holding it. I like to live dangerously, but not that dangerously. Alright, the hellhounds are dead. Yeah, this is actually much more chill than I expected it to be. I've heard that this guy he's got one of the strongest defenses, I believe, out of the wilderness bosses. So I didn't really expect to be able to do this much damage to him. It's pretty cool. Definitely gonna get myself killed now. I always do that, talking about how easy it is, and then I die like 30 seconds later. I'm hoping for some good collections items too. This guy does drop a pet, so obviously that's what I always talk about on the streams. But I would imagine that since I've never fought him before, there's got to be other collections things that he'll drop for us, so hopefully we'll see something cool today. If anybody in the chat is familiar with what he drops, if you want to let me know, that'd be helpful. We'll kind of know better what we're even looking for here. I missed that good luck in the chat. Thanks, guys. We got some anglerfish. We're gonna bury these bones that we've got, and then we'll pick up the anglerfish. I always welcome more food. Alright, 2 kills so far. Not bad. I just have to get a little bit better at identifying the attacks on the floor and walking away from them, but outside of that, this isn't too crazy of a fight. I should get back over by the entrance though. I told you earlier I was going to try to keep them by the steps over there, because the last thing we need is to be like all the way on the other side of the room. A PKer drops in and like freezes us there or something, and then we've got like a mile that we've got to run to get to the door, you know? Alright, the hellhound's done. I did bring some stamina potion with me because I wasn't sure how far I'd be running for this fight. It seems like you're really only taking a few steps at a time though, so Doesn't seem like I'll really need the stamina potions after all. You can see I don't really need Protect for melee for the big boss. It's really just when these hellhounds come out, you need to protect from them, or else they'll do some melee damage to you. I've just been too lazy to turn it off after, that's why I left it on for the big guy. But you can see if I switch it off right now, as long as you dodge the floor attacks, you won't actually take any hit damage. I want to see how many kills I've got here. I think it's only... That was actually number 3. So you guys actually saw my very first Calvarion kill here, as well as my very first, second, and third. If they count for anything. Thanks for being here, guys. Throw on our Protect for melee. You need that both for the purple version of the Hellhounds and for the orange one. Hits there. I was focusing too much on the Hellhounds and not enough on the floor attacks. It's all good though. Easy enough to recover from. Again, I don't have any prayer on right now, I'm just kind of hanging out here. I'm surprised he doesn't actually hit you with melee, given how big the sword is, but there must be a reason why. Trying to see too, those runes we got a minute ago, it was only about 22k worth. I'm thinking once we get up above 100k, maybe that's when we'll do a bank run, just to try to minimize our risk here. Let's see if we get so lucky without being killed first. Guy. I like that shield attack he does where the shadow appears on the floor. That one, as long as you're not standing on the tile itself, you won't get hit. This lightning attack where it turns blue or orange, that seems to be the trickier one, because you actually have to gauge if you're 2 tiles away or not. Let's see, got some super compost there. Not really the best drops yet, but hopefully they'll come. He did drop some blighted super restore potions, I think the second time we killed him. So I'm able to use those now to fill up my prayer again, so that's helpful. You don't even have to run to the bank, I guess based on what he drops. He can refill our inventory for us, so that's cool. Oh wait, no, I lied. I forgot about phase 2. I thought he was going down. That revalidates how new I am to this one, so give me some slack if I mess up, okay? But we will get him. We will get him. Just when you thought it was over, it's not. Alright, now it's over. For real this time. Let's see, we got about 18k there. We got a rune pickaxe, that's a decent drop. As you guys can see, this fight it starts and ends really quickly. It's really only like a 2-minute fight, you know, so I'll take a rune pickaxe for our troubles. Oh, I should have added here, you are supposed to use a crush weapon. That's why I have the mace in the first place here. This guy is weak to crush attacks. And really every attack style through the mace is going to be a crush attack, at least for the Gora's mace that we're using. But when you look at my combat thing, you have to see exactly what setting I have it on for the attack style. Let's see. We have it on Pummel there. I had looked it up before the fight. Pummel is really the best option to go with out of the 4. So just wanted to highlight that in case it makes your life a little bit easier whenever you're going to try out the Calvarion boss. Know, guys, if you see a yellow thing spawn on the mini-map, I think, or actually yellow or white, I forget now. Anyway, if you see any new dot appear on the mini-map, let me know. Probably means I'm about to get attacked by a PKer, so having some extra eyes in the sky there would be helpful. Now he's going into his enraged phase. We are cooking today, guys. Awesome. In case you're curious, the teleport option that I brought with me here is a Royal Seed Pod. I believe they can teleport us up until level 30 in the wilderness, and right now we're at level 21. So you'll see in my inventory in the top left there that I've got that seed pod, which I'm hoping will let us teleport right from the fight area that we're at. If we do it quick enough upon seeing a person, we shouldn't even really need to walk out. We can just hit that Royal Seed Pod and we'll be on our way. With all of our spoils, of course. There's another one. Awesome. We got more super compost. He's not dropped anything too crazy yet. You know, we got the pickaxe we talked about, but I'm not giving up hope. I feel like something better is coming. We're only 6 kills in here, so we gotta give it a fair shake, right? Here come the hellhounds. I've actually never seen an undead hellhound before. Well, I guess these ones are skeletons, but they're considered undead. But they obviously look a lot different from the hellhounds that you get to see by Cerberus and all that. Okay, so they're done. Go back to this guy. When he switches forms right there, he does that big circle of lightning attacks. You can actually stand directly underneath him in order to avoid all of them. It's like a surefire way to avoid any damage, so just a little pro tip there. Stand under the boss when necessary. This is one of the few you can say that for. Usually it's get as far away from the boss as you physically can. Another one. Not too shabby. Ooh, what is that? Oh, that was an achievement. It looks like we got about 60k in blood runes. We got some super restores. But we also got an achievement for killing this guy, it looks like 7 times. So that's kind of cool. You can't get the achievements without putting the time and the work in, so pretty awesome. We're down to about 4 fish, so I'm assuming that by the time this fight's over, we might need to telly out and we'll fill up our inventory again. But hopefully this has been helpful so far, so you could see some of the mechanics of the game and how I'm dancing around this stuff in order to stay alive. Just gonna heal up real quick. And again, I can't say it enough here, it's one thing to be fighting a boss and to have lower health and to try your luck. The real risky part here though is if a PKer walks in and I'm already half dead and don't have any food to heal myself, there's probably only one thing that's going to happen there, and it's going to result in me being dead. So, you don't want to push your luck too much. I would say if you got something valuable on you that you don't want to lose, it's better safe than sorry. Don't go for the last kill, you know? Alright, he's in his second form here, his enraged phase. done. He's got 26 health left. Boom. There it is. Oh, there we go. 122k drop. We've got 6 Sandfew serums there. So right on schedule, guys. Let's try our Royal Seed Pod teleport. There we go. Just like Batman, we disappear into the night. And I'm gonna go up here. I think there's a bank on the 2nd floor, so we can drop off all the stuff we just got. I thought it was the 2nd floor. Maybe it's the 3rd floor. I don't know what we're doing. I haven't been here in a while. Oh, you know what? I had my my screens facing a different direction, so I just have to run, I guess, west instead of east. So it is on the 2nd floor. I guess this is a good time to plug the page. You know, definitely if you wouldn't mind liking my video and following my channels, that would be super appreciated. We're still trying to build a community, you know, so trying new boss fights together, putting out new content, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Just gonna bury those bones. I'll throw all this stuff in my inventory. We'll sell it at the bank later. Let's drink one of those. Okay, I didn't realize these blighted mana rays, you can only eat those when you're in the wildy. So we're gonna save them in my inventory, but I will grab a few of the normal, like anglerfish, so that way I can get my health above 99 here, and then we'll go back and do another round. We've got our Carolanger teleport, so I'm gonna throw that in there. Alright, you guys ready to rock it? Let's do round 2. We're gonna go northeast here. We're looking for this memorial, this little tomb area. On the right. Niles, get out of here. I'm in the wildy. Leave me alone. Alright. Oh good, Niles is down here with us in the fight. Just what we need. Nothing like a good distraction for when you're slaying bosses in the wilderness. There he goes. Silly Niles. That was quick. We annihilated those hellhounds. Okay. He's in the enraged phase. Awesome. Jeez. Completely overlooked the hellhounds. I kept trying to hit around them for some reason. Let's take them out real quick. I think because we had just taken down the purple one and got to the next phase so quick, it like didn't register in my mind that we had to do it again, you know? Awesome. Hey, there's 62k blood runes again. We'll take those, right? It's already worth the trip right there. And as you can see, we're really not using up too many supplies or too much money while we're doing this. For most of the fight, you don't even need to use prayer potions or anything. Or prayers at all, I should say. And then also, as long as you're paying attention to the attacks, you're not really taking any damage, so we don't need a ton of food. So really, anything that drops is profit. It's pretty sick. Okay, let's stand under him. Nice little trick there. And we avoided all the lightning. Can't touch us. When I attacked it, it bounced me back a step there and threw me into the shadow tile, so it's all good. Just be mindful of like what direction you're facing and stuff like that can happen occasionally. Taking a little bit longer to kill this time. I think I'm just getting some bad hit splats and whatnot, but it's all a roll of the dice, right? Almost done. He's got 6 health. There we go. Alright, another 32k. We got some super restores there. Unfortunately, I can't hold them all, so I'm just gonna eat one last fish, clear up some room, and I'd rather have the super restore than a mana ray. It's not about having money, it's about having the most money. I did spend like 6 mil on this mace for the stream though, so hopefully that gets me a follower or two. I didn't really have all the gear that we needed for this one, even though it's really only, like I said earlier, like 3 good pieces that you want to wear in here in case you get PK'd. The mace is actually something that I didn't have beforehand, so wanted to make sure that we weren't just being silly walking in here without one. Probably noticed by now, but whenever he does that like silver or blue lightning attack, there's up to 7 different lightning bolts that could come down, and at least one of them is always going to be directly to where you're standing, like whenever he started the attack. So that's why every time he does it, I have to step at least 1 tile away from that area in order to avoid the damage. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's stand under him. Now that he's good and enraged, we're ready to finish him off here. know it keeps calling us a fool. Like, dude, we just killed you 8 times. You're not allowed to say that anymore. Maybe in round 1 it was appropriate, but definitely gonna die here. He's got 4 health. We're almost done. Boom. Alright, he dropped some diamonds for, what was that, 19k? 18k? And then he dropped even more fish for us. So again, we can't pick them all up, but we'll grab what we can. Pretty cool. We've gotten 11 kills here. No deaths yet. Feel good about today. I had no idea what to expect walking into this one. I heard that he's one of the toughest wildy bosses, but as long as you don't mind, you know, dodging all those lightning attacks, it really actually doesn't seem very hard to me. Especially compared to some of the other stuff we've been fighting lately, like Vardorvis? Even the Duke, he gave me some trouble the other day when we were going through the learning curve. Phantom Muspa, that one we caught on a little bit quicker, but he's got some interesting mechanics, but yeah, this one almost seems basic. Hand is getting a little bit tired from all the clicking here. It's like constant movement, so I think that's why I'm taking a little bit more damage now. It starts to wear you down after 40 minutes. Maybe that's his whole strategy there. He's got 14 health, 0 health. Alright, we got 18k worth of diamonds again, and they're all noted, so we're perfectly fine to carry the whole stack there. That's cool. That was kill number 12. What do you say we get to 15, as long as we don't get PK'd, and then we'll probably call the stream, okay? And if I don't run out of food. If I keep making mistakes, we might not make 15, but let's see. 50 health now, 57 to be exact. We're at 58. Boom. Let's heal ourselves up. Alright, we got 19k worth of rubies. And that was kill 13. Let's try to get 2 more in, alright? I think we're gonna be alright here. We gotta get our pet drop in the next 2 kills. Funnel all of your energy into that. Good thoughts, people, good thoughts. I almost got out of the way. I was out and then I ran back in. Did it again. I'm my own worst enemy here. Too anxious. Alright, there's number 14. We got some wine of Zamorak. That was about 35k. Pretty sick. This is going to be number 15. Hopefully no PKers so we can finish off our goal here. I cannot believe we got this far, though. I really can't. You know, like, it's so unpredictable in terms of what time the PKers will log on. Will they come to the world that we're in? Will they come to the location we're at and actually find us? But, like, the fact that we've gotten 14 kills in uninterrupted, it's pretty crazy. But don't let it fool you. The wilderness is a dangerous place. Be safe out there, guys. Alright, he's in his enraged phase. Here comes our pet drop, guys. 72 more hit points. It's everything we've been waiting for. Okay, 52 health. He's almost done. I just stood on that shadow for no reason at all. got 14, 9. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Awesome, guys. And then we've got some super restores. We'll grab those and then we'll telly out of here. Super cool. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Again, if you could like my video and follow my channels, I would greatly appreciate that. It's been a lot of fun hanging out here, and I hope you learned something. I'll catch you next time.